Now, see something.
Okay.
Yesterday, I will explain something to you. I was explaining something yesterday. I
Yeah.
said, when we come into the market, we are waiting for a previous day high to sweep, right? If
Yeah.
you look at this candle, this white candle I was telling you, today I was telling you it was yesterday's white candle, today another one we print.
Yes.
This black candle is today's candle that is being printed now. Now, if you look at this high, did this black candle gets there?
No.
No, it did not go and sweep it at all. It didn't get there. So this situation now, we don't have a daily sweep situation. What else can we tend to have if this market will continue going lower? What we can tend to have is we go to the 1 hour time frame, and what are we looking for? 1 hour fair value gap that is bearish. It should form between 12 a.m. midnight all the way to like 5. You get from 12
Yes.
to 5, there should be a 1 hour fair value gap that has formed somewhere. Now, most of the times, price may not come back to that fair value gap, but it is more higher probability if price comes back into the fair value gap and falls off. Maybe this candle now couldn't get here, but it will be more probability if price comes here before breaking down over here now that it took this trade off. Now, watch this. Um, if we see, all right, that price created fair value gap on the 1 hour time frame, immediately what we should start looking for is pullbacks, especially bullish pullbacks. Bullish pullbacks. Good. Now look at this. This is the 1 hour fair value gap. Oh. See, that price created in the night. Then what are we looking for? We are looking for a break. This is 12 o'clock. We are dealing with today's price action. So draw your ranges as it is happening. Now we see this happen. There is a fair value gap here, but the price get there.
No.
No. The price sweep previous day high.
No.
No. But what did price do? Going into 7 o'clock. Time is very important in this system.
Okay.
Going into 7 a.m. What did price do? Price made a retracement around 6. You can see the time. The time is down here. The time is showing down here. So what?
Yeah.
This is where the candle is, alright? And going into 7 a.m. This is 6:15. Going into 7 a.m. 6:45, 7. Price did not break at 7 exactly, but 7:15, 7:30, 7:45. What did price do? Price broke below this low. Okay, price broke below this low because most of the times price will not come back to this fair value gap on the 1 hour time frame. But as long as there is a break, there is a range break. Every range has the potential ability to provide the percentage peep of what its range is before filling. What I mean to say is this. You see now, this break that just happened by price closing by this candle. How many pips is it in general? This is 20 pips.
I mean,
So very likely, price will most likely want to at least move in 20 pips before it will reject or before it will decide to manipulate. What I mean is this: as this market has broken now, let me remove this so you can see what I'm talking about very well. This is the low, all right, that price created. This is the high.
yeah.
Okay. Then what happened after 7 o'clock? Price closed below. You can see the small close. This is small, but it is still a close. In the next 49, 47 seconds, this candle is going to close as well. And frankly speaking, I don't care if it closes and price just buys up into my stop loss. Maybe because it wants to come and fill this fair value gap. And if it does that, fine and good. Then the trade is a New York session trade. Around 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, we'll come back to the market and see if there's any new breakdown happening. You get me? But currently, what do we have here?
Yes.
We have a fair value gap indicates momentum that price will most likely want to go down. It's not really into fine and good, but price is currently breaking structures, creating sell blocks. Price is currently breaking downwards. It is these breakdowns, all right, that is where your entries are. Immediately price closes below a retracement low and breaks down, you enter. I entered here because uh price, the volume, and with time, I knew price would most likely close below. I didn't need to be waiting for it to close entirely. So I entered, it retraced a little bit, came back down, and it closed below. You get now, as you can see, we have a white candle. This candle may come here, mitigate this fair value gap and fall, or you can come and take my stop loss and tap into this 1 hour fair value gap up here and fall. But what matters is that by 5 o'clock, you should be awake already. What are you looking
Yes.
for when you come the charts by that 5? You are looking for two things. The price sweep previous day high or low. Number two, between 12 o'clock and 5 o'clock a.m., the price create any fair value gap? If it did, what direction did it create that fair value gap? Now, let us answer those questions. Look at this is previous day high. Did price come back to sweep this previous day high?
No.
No, price did not come back to sweep it. Go to the 1 hour time frame. Now, between 12, this is the 12 o'clock candle, this black candle over here. This is the 5 o'clock candle, this black candle over here. Now, between 12 and 5, the price creates any fair value gap between those price action.
No.
The price, can you hear me?
Yes, yes, I can.
Good. This is the fair value gap, right?
Oh, yes, yes,
Good. Now, this fair value
yes,
gap that is being created between 12 and 5, it has about 2 hours
yes,
to be triggered. Like it has about 2 hours to be triggered and start moving, which means between 6, 7, it should be price should be taking the fair value gap. Between 6 and 7, price should be taking it and rejecting if it wants to reject. Okay, because by 7 o'clock a.m., price will start breaking down. You understand? It is that breakdown you want to follow. And what are you looking for? You're looking for a one-to-one risk to reward ratio. No, we're not looking for um too much. This is 25 pips. I'm looking for a one-to-one. It's 20 pips currently, but I'm just protected by 5 for flexibility, or by 3. Okay. So we need about 20 to 25 pips for this trade to be done. In the next few hours, I might hop on the call with you again to show you what has happened. If it has gone down or if it eventually went up. But three things, like I mentioned, daily high sweep, 1 hour fair value gap, 15 minutes breakdown. The breakdown must have a candle closing beneath it. And in bullish scenario, in buy idea, the break up should have a candle closing above the range. You understand? In this situation, we are looking at a what? A sell range. Look at it here. Let me draw it out so it is very visible. You can see. Then what did this do? It has broken down, right?
yeah,
It broke down, it closed below, I've entered. And what's the time? 18. So yes, it falls within my time session parameters. So in the next couple of hours, we'll see what happens here. By afternoon or evening, we should have completely covered that broker issue and set you up on MT5.
yes.
We will also hop on the call later to quickly go over um
You said I can deposit
voice is fine, I cannot hear you.
like you said I can deposit 10,000, like that will give me how many and
No, let
when
us do demo first. Let us do demo first because you need to first familiarize yourself with execution. You need to know how to
there's how to
familiarize yourself with buying, selling, buy limit, sell limit, buy stop limits, just all those
yes,
things. We are not using all those ones, but we will first start with demo. You understand?
yeah,
Throughout this
that's
week,
fine.
all the trades I'm taking, aside from today now that we have missed, but all the trades I'm taking, you'll be taking them as well by today. Make sure you already have a working demo account. I will create a
Yeah.
broker and then we'll go from there. But do you understand this thought process now?
I understand it.
Yeah, you understand it, but eventually you will see it in action. What comprises of today's trade? No previous day high sweep, but there is obvious momentum indicator, which is a 1 hour fair value gap. The 1 hour fair value gap was not traded into, no. But going into 7 o'clock, 7:45, we see market structure breakdown. Now, due to that breakdown, every breakdown, it has momentum behind it, especially when you are aligned with the trend. A break of structure downwards or a creation of a sell block when it breaks down and closes as a body beneath the block has the potential to provide at least the same amount of pips or ratio that the entire block is worth. This is a 20 pips block. All right, this is a 20 pips block. So it should be able to provide about 20 pips, 22 pips, 25 pips before it now eventually decides to maybe come back and fail. Sometimes it doesn't even come back at all. Before it decide, it should be able to do this for me. Before it maybe comes back to tap into this fair value gap and fail, maybe taking out the stop loss, or before it just continues going down. You get,
Yeah.
that's the idea. Before it continues going down. So now we have had a breakdown. I'm looking for a one-to-one. When it gets to a one-to-one, I can decide to get out of the trade, or I can break even. And my take profit stretch is around the 1 to 2, which is 50 pips, which is around this area. If there is good momentum and good volume, I'll let it run to 1 to 2 ratio. If not, I just get out on a 1 to 1 and I'll be good. You get me? So that's the idea. This is an
Yeah.
active trade. This is a live trade. We'll be seeing what plays out in the next couple of hours. All right.
Okay.
All right.